Hello everyone, welcome back to the Google AI Studio course. So in the previous videos of the course, we have covered multiple things related to the Google AI Studio. Like we have seen the complete walkthrough of this, then how to create a new Gemini API key. Then we have also seen couple of things related to the settings. So now let's say you are working on some project and you are not sure like which Gemini model would be perfect for your use case. And also if you notice in this drop down, then you would see multiple models here. So sometimes it can be very confusing that which model would be better for our use case. Because for one type of use case, one model can be suitable, and for some other use case, some other model will be better. And also they differ in the pricing, capabilities, and even they have different rate limit thresholds as well. So one model can be faster in response and other can be more advanced and reliable. So to overcome this problem, we have the comparison feature here in this AI Studio itself, and using that feature we can compare the responses of multiple models for one single prompt. Now to access this feature, we have to click on this compare here and it will open up like this. Now here from this drop down we can select a model for which we want the comparison. So for now I will keep this Gemini 1.5 Flash 8B and here I will keep this 1.5 Pro. So I have chosen specifically these models because they differ in capabilities and pricing. Like the Flash 8B model is cheaper than Pro and it is best suitable for the lower intelligent and the high frequency tasks, and on the other side the Pro model is costlier and it is suitable when you have some complex task or you need more accuracy or the reliable response. So let's now use a couple of examples to understand the working of this compare feature. So the first example I'll take of the translation. So this is my prompt. Translate hello how are you into the Spanish, French, German and the Italian languages. So let's now run this prompt from here. And as soon as I'll hit this run button, the same prompt will be submitted to both of the models at the same time and they will start giving the responses. So let's hit run here. So as you can see, the Flash 8B model was faster than the Pro model and it took 2.1 seconds and the Pro model took 4.6 seconds. So generally in most of the translation use cases, we need the real-time responses. So you might want to go ahead with the Flash model here. But if you compare both for the quality of the responses, then you would observe that the Pro model gave us both informal and the formal translations. So now according to your use case, you can choose one of the models here. Let's now discuss one another example. So I'll clear the chat from here once. It is saying, are you sure you want to clear? This action cannot be undone. So I'll say continue here. So this time my prompt is list 5 fruits that are red in color. So let's submit this prompt as well. So here also we can see this Flash model took 1.6 seconds and this Pro model took 2 seconds. So we can clearly see that the Flash model was faster than the Pro model. Now I will take one last example to see the quickness of the Flash model. So this time my prompt is give me 3 synonyms for happy. So let's submit this as well. So this time this Flash model took 1.6 seconds and this Pro model took 1.7 seconds. So here also the difference is very well visible. Now let me clear the chat. And now let's see some of the examples where we require deeper analysis or the logical deduction where the Pro model would be preferable. So this time this is my prompt and this is sort of a logical question which also requires some mathematical calculations. And in this question, two trains are running towards each other from different stations and they start at different timings. And at the last, I have asked like when these two trains will cross each other. So let's submit this prompt here. So the both models finished their responses and this Flash model took 4.5 seconds and this Pro model took 11.9 seconds. And both the models gave the correct answer here. So this is the response of this Flash model. And let's see the response for the Pro model. So this is the response of Pro model. So when I was trying out the same prompt with these models, then couple of times the Flash model gave me the wrong answer. So let's submit the same prompt again for a couple of times more. So I will copy the prompt here and I will clear the chat once and let's submit the prompt. Okay, so this time it took 4.7 seconds and it took 9.5 seconds. So the answer is correct this time as well. But if you notice the response for the Pro model, so you would observe that it is more neat and clean compared to this Flash model. So it is more organized and it explained it in a step-by-step manner. So if we need a reliable model, then we should prefer the Pro model. Now I will showcase one last example. So I'll clear the chat once. So this time my prompt is, why did the Roman Empire fall? Provide multiple contributing factors and analyze their interrelationships. So let's run this prompt as well. So this time the Flash model took 4.6 seconds and this Pro model took 16.5 seconds. And they provided us the response in completely different formats. So this is like military overextension and external threats and all. So this is how the structure looks like. And for the Pro model, this is like it has divided into multiple segments like 1, 2, 3, and in that also it has divided the subtopics as well. So here also you can see it is more organized. And at the last they have included this interrelationships as well. So all the prompts which I have shown here, they are just for examples, and you should try out multiple prompts which are relevant for your use case, and also do evaluate them multiple times to check the consistency and the accuracy. Now I will tell you what other configurations you can tweak to finalize your model. So the first is this system instructions. So using this option, you can set the tone or the behavior of the model. For example, you can say give response in brief, or you can say like add one example at the end of each response. So you can provide something like these as the system instructions. So let's say my instruction is give response in brief. So here you will observe that the same system instruction is getting applied for both of the models. But in case you do not want to keep it same, then you can untick this sync option here and you can give completely different system instruction for both the models. Now let's say you have finalized your model and the input prompt, and now you want to integrate that into your application. So from here you can get the boilerplate code as well, and by default it is showing this Python code. But you can get this code in multiple languages like the JavaScript, Go, Kotlin, Swift and Dart. So you can change these languages accordingly and get the code in your preferred language. Now I will close this from here. Now there are some settings available for these prompts which we can access from here. So you can tweak these settings from here and try out your prompt to see if you are getting your desired response. And I have already covered about these settings to some extent in the previous video, where I have covered the basics of Google AI Studio and gave the complete walkthrough of this studio platform. But if you want to learn about these in detail, then stay tuned because I'll bring up dedicated videos for each of these settings. So if you are interested to learn these things, then do subscribe the channel and do hit the like button if this particular video was helpful to you.